Hello and welcome to Space 2. Welcome to Endless Space 2. This is a new 4X game from Amplitude, who made the original Space, and Endless Legend. I never actually played the original Endless Space, but I did play the heck out of Endless Legend, and I got my ass kicked, and I kicked back. So I figured, what's a better way for us to continue this journey than to go here. Let's get started, shall we? We're gonna play this game on hard. I'm no expert in this game. In fact, the only thing I've done actually so far is I've taken each of the factions out for about 20 turns test drive. And then I played about 40 turns with Horatio on normal. So I, for all intents and purposes, have no idea what's going on in this game. And I, particularly because I didn't play the first Endless Space. However, I did play the Endless Legend on hard, so how bad can it be? But, don't expect expert level tips from this.
Choose tenacity. Choose strength. Choose the Unfallen.
Choose love. Choose peace. Choose the burning tree. So we'll play this game with the Unfallen faction. One thing about the Endless games, if you played something like Civilization, is that the Endless games tend to have very, very different factions. So each one plays very differently from each other. In our case, I'm not going to introduce each of the factions now. What I'll do is that if I run into them in game, I'll talk about them. It's not like I know much about them anyway, since I've only played 20 turns. So the Unfallen, my understandings are they're these tree people, and they are able to get a lot of food, so they can grow pretty quickly. But they're very restricted in terms of where they can go. So I'll get into that in game. Again, we'll play on hard, 7 other random enemies, and then a galaxy size of huge. Let's get started, shall we? Let's launch this game into space. I said launch this game into space already. Come on now.
Ignorant of other worlds, of other races, we slumbered for ages. We were even ignorant of ourselves. For we knew fire as rebirth, renewal, life, not as death, from above as from below. The carnage of the flames terrified us, but the heart soothed us, and we thought long about what we must do.
And we launched squid ships.
For this new fire also awoke things inside us. Talents,
Hatred,
truths,
jealousy,
and a desire to heal the galaxy.
and potato
Everything
chips.
begins with fire. But we will not let everything end with fire.
It will end with death. Welcome to our little tree trunk called La Hat. Alright, so this is obviously a space game. So you are, in this case me, are starting on this galaxy, which are made out of a lot of star systems. This is being one of them. So then, in each of the star systems, you have multiple planets, and you can see each planet have these slots where you can put population in them. So basically, this is how population works. So now, immediately off the bat, I have this Coesel is my home planet, my home world, if you will, where all of our squid ships came from. Let's see here. Got a lot of food right off the bat here because of my population. This planet is fertile, and I get fertile food bonuses on fertile. So there are a lot of food being generated here. Alright, so let's see. What do we want to do? Let's start by building something. We've got a snow planet, a tundra planet, and Lahat, which is the Mediterranean planet. Kind of low on production, unfortunately. There's some good sources of science, but pretty good food, but not a whole lot of production to go around. I'm not actually going to worry too much about that right now. Let's go ahead and research cerebral reality first. We do want to have a little more production right off the bat. I think that's important. But I don't actually like drone network very much. So we're going to go with this. Next, we have research. Let's see here. Usually I start with xenolinguistics because our home planet, I believe, is always the same. So here we have temperate and fertile. And if we research xenolinguistics, you'll see that we get this xeno-industrial infrastructure, which gives you plus 10 industry per fertile, plus 10 per planet, plus 10 per temperate. Since our home base has all three of those, we will get 30 if we build this. So that's fantastic. So we're going to go. All right, let's see. Then we have the Mediterranean. And this is actually quite a large planet here. You know what I want to do is you see all of these question marks. These are curiosities, and they're basically some sort of, in Endless Legend, you will call them anomalies. Here it's a little more specific. Some sort of either resources or bonuses, or maybe unbonuses, or missed bonuses, or in your world called penalties. So let's actually find out what they are. If you launch an expedition, you can explore these curiosities. Otherwise, you will have to use production to explore them. So we don't need to do that now. We have these probes. It's this ship. Let's see. I have something here. Let's go ahead and explore it. What did I get? I got a Guardian. I think that means we get an extra bonus. Hold on, let's check. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Yes, I got an extra population. There was a Guardian on my planet. He was hiding in the mud, and I found him. Now he's working for me as a slave. That's actually quite good, because now I get a huge amount of boost right off the bat, which is really, really nice. And since we're planning to settle this other place also, let's go ahead and explore that as well. Which one? The ruin? Well, they're basically the same, so let's go for the ruin. Something good, please! I got a titanium enhancer module. Support is that something you put on the ship? Hold on. I'm curious. Sorry. Yes, it is. So I don't have this on the ship, but I can make it. Actually, I don't know how good that is. That's probably pretty good. I have no idea. Either way. Second most important thing is for other civilized or other factions, if you drive your ship or a colony ship to another galaxy, you can just build there. Not the case for us, because we actually can only build in adjacent galaxies or adjacent star systems. So we'll start by sending this vine ship. So basically, each of these things has to be connected by a node. And if you have, if you want to settle here, for example, then you actually have to connect your vines all the way to here. If there's a node here, I have to get the vines there and then to here. So that's kind of troublesome.
An eternity of peace has been shattered by the arrival of violent alien species upon the world of Koyasil. The people called the Unfallen have been shocked out of their ages of slumber, and their treasured ideals of harmony and unity are being challenged.
Damn foreigners.
You are the voice of this contemplative and powerful people. Now that your curiosity and fear has been awakened, you must leave the whispers of the world heart, venture into the galaxy, and impose harmony upon the stars.
Impose harmony.
Everything begins with fire. but you cannot let it end with fire.
I find it odd that this actually goes on, but I can't actually scroll down to read the second lines, the last line of this thing. Anyway, all right. So we need to make sure that everything ends with fire, right? That's what he told us. Got it. Here's our hero, Luna Barxis. I see the nice pun right there. You can call me Pandora Sparks. So there's a few things you can do with heroes. You can assign them to fleet. You can assign them to system. If you assign them to fleet, they act basically as a general plus a unit. Assigned to system, you get a governor. But right now, I found it's more useful if I do this. So that makes it a separate fleet. So he has... I actually don't know if this is he or she. What does it actually matter? Is there such a distinction for trees? Find out next time. No. And I want to use them to explore, because that's particularly important, I think, for this particular faction. Since we cannot use our vine ship to explore, I need to make sure my vine ship is entangling something as soon as it possibly can. Otherwise, I'm going to be wasting turns. So we'll use him to explore. I'm going to bet something good is here, and then we'll need to vine that up. And then this is actually the place I want to settle. So you can see I can already settle, I think, this place? Tiny, that's not very good. I was so excited about it, but now maximum population 6, that's not too bad. It could be worse. So basically these are the ratings of the FITIS, the FITSI. Food, industry, dust, science, and influence. So influence, I think, was added in Endless Space 2. It wasn't there in the original Endless Space. So in Endless Space, it was just FIDS. So you could say something like, micromanaging resources give me the FIDS. Let's see. Now in this game, it's FITSy, but I like to actually rearrange them to make them FITITs. I would say playing this game is like the survival of the fittest. Yes. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we can do here. We've got this thing being built. We explored a couple of curiosities. And we're waiting for something to happen. What are we talking about? Okay. You sit tight. I'm going to have you explore next turn, but I'm not going to not going to issue the order until next time. Are we already behind? Yes, we're in last place. Tied for last place. Of course, we're playing it hard, so they get... the AIs, I believe, get a small cheat bonus. So, in the beginning, we're not going to be scoring very well. Don't worry about it. Okay, what is this? Collapsing star plus 50 influence on system. I actually don't know how this works. So normally, for other civilizations or factions, I keep saying civilization, for other factions, if you have these things, these nodes, you need to extend your influence sphere to cover them, and then you'll just get the bonus. The problem is, you'll see here, I don't have an influence sphere, I just have this vine. So I'm wondering if I actually need to vine this place up to get this. Not quite sure how this works. Well, anyway, we'll continue to explore. I'm waiting for this dude to level up. And then once he levels up, I'm going to put him back in town to be a governor. We'll continue to explore this place. Something good, please. Ah, that's terrible. But we may have to vine this anyway. This is not a choice. Let's see. Large eyes and huge barren. Oh. That's interesting here. This is a very small system. I only have 2 planets. But this one has some really interesting stuff going for it. There's 2 positive anomalies, which is quite hard to find, I think. This one has 2 mixed anomalies. It's not terrible. So I think I'm going to start vining this place up. It's going to take 10 turns, I believe, if I remember correctly. 1 second. 10 turns. Let's see. So that ship is out of commission for the next 10 turns. Where do I want to go? Let's go this way. I really need to get more Vine ship as soon as I possibly can. Oh, I forgot one thing actually. Am I happy? I am happy. So that means, let's see. My bonus is 15% dust, 15% science. Actually, you know what? That I can keep it that way. So normally what I've done is when I start the game, I would go to this screen, which is the Senate and population details. And you can see here, you can pass some laws. Now, this is actually one of the drawbacks for the Unfallen faction, in my opinion, because they start as pacifists. So depends on your original faction configuration. Like you could be industrialists or money grabbers or fishmongers or ecologists. It's weird we're not ecologists. Anyway, you get this initial law. For pacifists, this thing is plus 20% fides, basically everything. On the empire as a whole, on peace for systems. But this is impossible because I can't have peace now since I am not able to meet anybody else. So this effectively is completely useless for me at this moment. What I normally like to do is I like to actually pass this Toys for Boys. That gives you plus 20% happiness on system in exchange for 10% science. For most civilization, or most factions, you actually start with the happiness rating here on content, so you get no bonuses. So if you enact that law, usually you can put yourself into happy, which gives you the bonus of 15% science. So you lose 15%, you lose 10% science, but you gain 15% science back. That's actually a win for you. In this case, I'm not sure if that's worth it, but I'm gonna go for it anyway because I want to see what happens. Because I forgot what the next tier is. Okay, before we do that, let's check something real quick. 22 science per turn. So we're going to go ahead and pass this Toys for Boys. So now I should be at 100%. That gives me 30. Okay, perfect. That's still better. So I went from 15% bonus to 30%. Though this is not really updating. Well, we'll find out. Maybe updates later. I have no idea how that works. So I think that's a net gain. And also, my planet is now 100%. So that gives me a lot of extra food and influence. Now I'm gaining a huge amount of influence per turn and food. So this is all good for beginning growth. Happiness early in the game is fantastic if you can get it. Alright. You are vining, so I'm not gonna leave you alone. Let's actually get to the second turn. That's the longest first turn ever. No, that's the second turn. I forgot about the first turn. Okay, let's go check. Nope, I'm still making 20 science. Well, maybe that bonus doesn't get applied. I don't know. It says 30%. Oh well. If you say so. See what I mean when I say the game does? I don't actually know how the game works. Oh, what is this? Now, if I can get both of them, this one and this one, that's a huge amount of influence. But where do I go now? Okay. I was hoping that I would end up on some sort of a lot of choke point, but it doesn't seem that's the case. I feel like I'm in the middle of everything. Not necessarily a bad thing though, but a little bit concerned. Let's see. This doesn't seem to go the same place. Let's go this way. Hey, that's a nice system you got there. Desert, lava, toxic, and toxic. So I cannot colonize any of these guys yet because I don't have the correct technology. So this guy, to colonize lava, I need, let's see, maximize exploration. No, maximize exploration. Okay. These are all good. Toxic, I don't have that yet. Desert, don't have that yet. So it's probably gonna be a while before I can get there. What about this? This is barren. What do I need for barren? It'll be good if I can colonize this. Wave function control and adaptive bureaucracy. Let's see, where's adaptive bureaucracy? Oh, here it is. So that's all I have to do to be able to get. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I will try to expand. I think this might be a valid strategy for the tree people because they get, like, I'm getting so much food right now. This is turn 3 and already I am at over 100 food, which is kind of ridiculous. So when you send a colony ship somewhere else, you know what? We don't actually send colony ships, I don't think. All right, let's do that then. So I'm gonna queue up. Is that a good idea? Is there anything else we need more? We do need production. Strategic resources. Do I have strategic resources on me? Not on this planet. There's only luxury resources. How about that? Let's queue it up. I don't want to waste time. 10 turns. We may be able to get that done. 6. Okay, so once he's done, I don't have anything else to build. We may have to do the drone network anyway, but we could also do the farms. Hot and cold. That will benefit this planet. Actually, Mediterranean is also something I should probably get soon. Let's go back to science. I think I may change my mind slightly. What's Mediterranean? Tundra. Oh, this thing. You know what? I think we're okay. 16 turns, that's a lot. Alright, let's do this then. We don't have the science to support. That's 12 turns. I'm really low on science, unfortunately. Is this a science planet? No, it's not. It's not what I want. That's a pretty good plan. Okay. We should target that one instead then. That would solve my weakness. It has no production though, but we'll figure something out. That entire system has no production. Really. But really the reason I want to get to this is so I can get over here. So that's fine. If it wants to be like that, it can be like that. We'll figure out some other way to get production. Let's keep exploring, shall we? Maybe we'll meet an interesting friend. No curiosity in the system. Oh, there are. But why doesn't... I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Let's go ahead and explore them anyway. It's probably kind of useless for me right now, especially because they're toxic. But I'm curious. They're called curiosities for a reason. I got influence. Humerus incidentis. I think... Okay, let's see if I can remember. I think that means standing on the shoulders or sitting on the shoulders or something. That came from, that's the Latin phrase for standing on the shoulders of giants in terms of scientific research. So apparently very large shoulders are found. Plus 4 science per hug. That's pretty good. Too bad I won't be here to do anything here for a while. Let's go this way. Maybe we'll meet up somewhere here at the Rainbow Connection. Okay. That's gonna take a while, 8 turns for that to finish. And I should probably queue something up here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots left on this planet. 1, 2, 3. How many turns is this? 7? This is 4. Let's go for the drone network. I don't really like it very much, but you know, actually, I have a better idea. How about a vine ship? 9 turns. Oh my goodness. little bit excessive. Let's build a wine ship. I think that's more useful in the short term than the drone network is. I have to keep the vines going. The vine must flow, or something like that. Did we get everything? Hi. This is the story quest. I don't think I will read... Well, I will read this, but I don't think I will read it out loud. It's talking about the trees, how they awoke. This is kind of the lore section of the game. They're wondering... they're essentially root gazing, if you will. And they are like, oh no, foreigners came. What do we do? Do we want to figure out where they came from? Understand the thing that the foreigners brought us? Or these seems like very similar options. They're not really contradictory to each other or alternatives. Let's see. I can either go for possessing 2 anomalies in my empire to get a random technology, or colonize 4 star system for 60 what? Transvine. It's a luxury deposit. You know, let's go with this. I feel like maybe that will be easier for us to achieve. Well, this is not terribly difficult either. But I guess what do we want? Let's go for random technology is kind of, it sounds really good, but it's actually probably not that great because it's random. But that's probably easier for us to achieve. Let's go with that. Some Unfallen insists that we must grasp the new sciences in new ways to understand ourselves. There becomes ships, and ships explore. It's a tree ship. And I've gained a new population. We are expanding very, very quickly because of our absolute and ridiculous amount of food gain. 115 already, and every single extra population we get pushes out even faster because we're getting so much extra food on this planet system. What's probably holding us back right now is actually science, because we can't research the technology fast enough to get other stuff we can build. But that's okay. If we can't do that, we'll just build a bunch of vine ships. And indeed, the dots connect. So I can't back this ship out because once you get into Starling, you have to keep going straight until you reach the next point. But that's okay. Again, we're waiting for him to level up. You can see the wheel on the left is kind of more than halfway colored through. So once he levels up, then I can put him back into the governor, because I don't think they give you any bonuses really at first level. But who knows? Maybe I'm just talking out of my hat. Crossing streams. Okay, I think we're looking good. What is this thing again? All the genders in the world. Gas planet code. That's not very good for us. I think gas planet gives you a small amount of population slots. Snow planet, toxic. None of these guys we can access for anytime soon. This maybe, but I don't know. I think we shouldn't really be expanding this direction for now. Partly because it looks like this part is blocked off. So we may have this as our back pocket for now. We'll see. Depends on what comes up here. And also, I think we're going to end this episode right now. I think we're making a decent start. According to the score, we are not losing. That's all I ask. See you next time. Thanks for watching.